And welcome back to Do You Mind, where we ask the age old question, if you have COVID virus, are you a loser? And, for political purposes, we'll leave that for another day. But um, for those teams who have the COVID virus this week, uh, it does it does hurt those people who do have those players on their teams. Um, let me back up a little bit to just look at first of all the winners. The winners this week certainly are all of us who have not contracted this deadly disease, COVID. I never want to make light of the fact of people having this dreaded disease and suffering from it, and all their families. But all of us certainly are blessed who do not have this disease. Okay. In context of fantasy football, however, um, the um, the teams that certainly are, you would say, are losers in the respect of not having to be able to play this weekend. Tennessee Titans, Pittsburgh Steelers, and now on hold Kansas City and New England. So what that means is, there are games that will be played later, um, and they're forecasting New England and Kansas City to be played either tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday, the 6th. So, for those in fantasy, it's very, very touchy subject. I have a running back, uh, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who I count on to play. I have him slotted to start, but is he going to play Monday or Tuesday? I don't know. And how's that going to affect the fallout of everything if he can't play? I could lose. So a lot up in the air with regards to that. Let's turn on to another type of winner. Would be all those certainly in our fantasy football league who won this past week. And shout out to Baby Mama, Peter's team, Belmar Bach or Batch, however she wants to say it, Ragnarok, and the Rejects. And of course, the losers of last week's matchups is, Hightower Hive, this year's champs, Lady Beast, The Reckoning, and Brazen Raisins. Um, and going back again now to another winner, which I would like to give a double shout out to, is my niece, Emily Peregrine, who is doing fabulous in fantasy football. She's played several years now, but she's on a roll. She's 3-0. She's the only undefeated team in our league, and congratulations to her. She's doing very well. Has learned a lot, and I probably could learn a lot from her too. So, just in terms of drafting and using players and so forth, it's not always an exact science, but you get a feel for it after a while, and it's really helped her to her benefit. So, congratulations again, Em, and best of luck to you. Now let's look at the waiver wire, okay? Because as I was saying before about Tennessee and Pittsburgh, Kansas City, New England, there's a lot of players there that you could be using. You have lined up, and now all of a sudden you can't use them. Case in point, myself. Okay, so I have A.J. Brown and Corey Davis. I can't use. I both have them. I have, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Okay, I don't know if I can play him. And then, I had the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. I can't use him this week. It's going to be postponed at some point. So this is their bye right now. They'll play later in later in the year. Tennis, so, and Ben, also I have the kicker. So, all of those things figure into, all right, now you need to get replacements, okay? So when you're looking on the waiver wire, please, be careful of injury designations, because a lot of times you look at your bench and you say, well, you know what, this guy, he's injured reserve. I mean, he's not going to play anymore anyway. I guess he's done. They're not done for the rest of the season unless they say so. So being out doesn't mean they're gone for the season. They may be gone for a couple weeks. Case in point, Michael Thomas, who I thought initially was going to be out for the season. He is not. He might only be a couple weeks away. It would be a travesty if you had him and you dropped him, because then someone else would just scoop him up, him being a high caliber player. You don't want to do that. You want to do your homework. You want to research these players, make sure that if you're going to drop them, they have a season-ending injury. Otherwise, they could come back and score points for you. So you really have to weigh it all out. The number of weeks going to be out. Dallas Goedert could be out 3 weeks, maybe 6 weeks. You have to balance that all out. Do I keep him on my bench? Should I go for someone else? But the more information you know, the better it is going to be for you in making decisions with regards to the waiver wire. Okay. And the last part of today I will talk about is just thanking everyone for liking and subscribing. I was very happy last week after my rant of not having subscribers that I actually gained 2 more. So that's an increase of like 300% or 200%, which is mind-boggling when you think about it. That's a winner. That's a winner in my book. When you talk about winners and losers, that's a winner. However, I still only have 3 subscribers now. Am I a loser in that respect? Probably. But at least I don't have COVID. So, thanks again for liking and subscribing. Tell all your friends. Tell all your neighbors. Click on the button. And until next time, I'll see you. And we'll talk again. Do you mind? Thanks.